Hello everyone. So today we are going to see the thermoforming. But before that, let us see one glance over what we have seen in our previous lectures. So let us see from the start. So initially we have seen the polymer processing. In that we have seen that thermoplastic and thermosetting plastics, its properties, its examples. Then we have seen the different types of plastic manufacturing processes, and after that we have seen the individually the different types of plastic manufacturing process, that is compression molding. We have seen how in compression molding the plastic parts are manufactured. Okay, and we have seen the detailed description, advantages, disadvantages, applications where the compression molding for uses. Transfer molding, we have seen how all details we have seen in transfer molding, its description, its working procedure, its advantages, disadvantages, applications. Then we have seen the injection molding. In injection molding, we have seen how the part is manufactured, plastic part is manufactured in injection molding, its advantages, disadvantages, applications. Also, we have seen the extrusion molding, how the extrusion molding uses to manufacture the plastic component. Here we have also seen the advantages, disadvantages, and the applications. Next, we have seen the blow molding. Okay, here we have seen the steps for the blow molding. Also, we have seen the advantages, disadvantages, and the applications of the blow molding. And also, we have seen the blown film extrusion. Okay, so today we are going to see the thermoforming. So, thermoforming is a plastic manufacturing process in which the thermoplastic sheets are formed. Thermoplastic sheets are formed with the application of heat and pressure in the mold. Okay, so here the what happens? Let us see. The if we see in this process, a flat thermoplastic sheet is heated. Okay, and after that it deforms into the desired shape. Okay, and this process is widely used in packaging of consumer products. Okay, and also to fabricate the large products like bathtub, the internal door liners for the refrigerators. For such applications, the thermoforming process uses. So in this, you can see that here the thermoplastic sheet is held horizontally over a mold surface and clamped with a holding device. Then the sheet is heated up to the predetermined temperature using a heating element, or that is heater. Okay. So due to this, what happens? Whatever the sheet is there, it becomes soft with the application of a heat, and then it is pressed into the or staged over into the mold surface by the application of air pressure. Okay, so this consists of mainly two steps. First one, that is heating, and second one is forming. Heating is normally it is done by the electrical heater, which is located on one or both sides of the plastic sheets that we will see. Okay, so let us see here over here. Okay, so so here the sheet is heated on one or both sides of the starting plastic sheet at a distance of around 125 mm, and the duration of the heating cycle is needed to sufficiently soften the sheet, which depends on the polymer, its thickness and colors, and the method by which the forming step is accomplished can be classified into three basic categories. Okay, there are three basic categories are there. Okay, and we'll see this step in our next manufacturing process. Okay, so there are three mainly different types of manufacture thermoforming process are there. That is vacuum forming, pressure thermoforming, and mechanical thermoforming. So let us see the first vacuum thermoforming. So here you can see that in thermoforming process, a negative pressure, what a negative pressure is used to draw a preheated sheet into a mold cavity. Okay, so here you can see the schematic diagram over here. Okay, and here you can see the vacuum holes are there. Okay, so the holes for drawing the vacuum in the molds are, these are around 0.8 mm in diameter. Okay, so their effect on the plastic surface is a minor. Okay, let us see the steps over here in vacuum thermoforming, how the plastic is manufactured. First step, that is the plastic sheet. First step, whatever the plastic sheet is there, it is softened by a heating, by using a heater. Okay, then this softened sheet is placed over a concave mold cavity over here. This is placed over here. Okay, then as we know the vacuum is there, so whatever the vacuum is there, okay, so a vacuum draws this sheet into the mold cavity. This is next step. Okay, so the whatever the plastic is there, the plastic hardens on contact with the cold mold surface and the part is removed, subsequently trimmed from the web. Okay, so here how the plastic is manufactured in vacuum thermoforming. Whatever the vacuum is there, vacuum is drawn. Due to that, what happens? These plastic, these are hardened with a cold mold surface. Okay, whatever the mold surface is there, it is cold. Okay, so it get hardened. Okay, and the part is removed, and whatever the remaining is there, some extra part that can be trimmed. Okay, so this is how the molded part is manufactured in vacuum thermoforming. Now next, let us see the pressure thermoforming. Okay, so and the alternative to vacuum forming involves the positive pressure. Here we have seen the negative pressure, but here the positive pressure is there. Okay, so here the positive pressure is used to force the heated plastic sheet into the mold cavity. Hence, this is called as a pressure thermoforming. Okay, here positive pressure is there. That's why this is called as a pressure thermoforming. And if we see the advantages of this pressure thermoforming or vacuum thermoforming is that whatever the pressure is there, this pressure, whatever the pressure is there, here you can see this pressure, this higher pressure can be developed because the latter is limited to theoretical maximum of 1 atmospheric and the blow forming pressure of 3 to 4 atmospherics are common. Okay, so here the process is like whatever the process is there in pressure thermoforming, it is quite similar to the vacuum thermoforming. Okay, only the difference is that whatever the sheet is there, this sheet is pressurized into the mold cavity. Okay, this is difference is there, and here you can see that the mold cavity over here. Okay, and here it is air pressure is applied over here, and here you can see the finished part. Okay, so here if you see further, here a vacuum pump is there at the bottom. That means what happens, whatever the trapped air is there, to remove those trapped air, this vacuum pump is there, which is provided at the bottom. Normally the vent holes is are there. Through vent holes, the trapped air can be exhausted. Okay. So the forming portion of the sequence is that only the sheet is placed over a mold cavity and positive pressure which forces the sheet into the mold cavity. Okay, this is the difference is that you can see here negative pressure is there. Okay, vacuum is drawn over here, negative pressure, and here the positive pressure is there. Okay, so even though for convex shape also, here the concave shape is there, but for convex shape both methods can be used in thermoforming. Okay, so let us see the next thermoforming process, mechanical thermoforming. Okay, so here you can see clamp is there, plastic sheet, core plug, mold, air escape, and here pressure. Okay, so the mechanical thermoforming uses matching positive and negative molds that are brought together against the heated plastic sheet by forcing it to assume their shape. Okay, so in the mechanical forming method, air pressure is not used anywhere over here. Okay, see, in previous case air pressure is used, that is vacuum is used over here, here air pressure is used, but here there is no air pressure is used. Okay, so let us see the sequence over here. So first, as the sheet is placed over a mold cavity, and whatever the positively mechanical forces is there, it is applied on the sheet. So due to that, what happens, this sheet is forced into the mold cavity. Okay, then after that this core plug is removed and we'll get such finished part. Okay, now let us see the advantages. If we see the advantages of thermoforming, it is extremely adaptive to design requirement, and in this the rapid prototype development is possible. Its initial setup cost is also low, production cost is low, and here whatever the thermal stresses are there, these thermal stresses are less compared to the injection molding and compression molding. And apart from that, it is having a better dimensional control. Okay, these are the advantages of a thermoforming process. Now, let us see the limitations of thermoforming. Limitation is that whatever the surface finish is there, the surface finish in thermoforming process is poor, and whatever the wall thickness of the parts are there, they have a non-uniforms, and the whatever the manufactured part is there, the manufactured part, it needs to be trimmed. Okay, these are the limitations, and apart from this, whatever the ribs are there, ribs and washes, that cannot be produced easily in thermoforming process. Okay, and the next one, that is the whatever the thick plastic sheet is there, this thick plastic sheet can't be formed in a thermoforming processes. Okay, and if we see in thermoforming process, it need two mold halves. Okay, if you see in thermoforming process, it need two molding hulls. Okay, this is the limitation of a thermoforming process. Now let us see the application. So the application is photo packaging, automotive parts, trays, building products, aircraft windscreens, medical equipment, electrical and equipments, spas and showroom enclosures. Such applications are there. Okay, but if we see, this mostly uses in a mass production in the packaging industry. Okay, so that what happens, whatever the film is there, it rapidly feed through a heating chamber and then mechanically formed into the desired shape. Okay, so this is what the processing of polymers which we have seen. Okay, now today we are going to stop over here, and here, that's it. Thank you.